I'm Adrian, the cruise and travel guy. The New South Wales south coast town of Eden is an example of what can happen when great planning and tourism intersect, creating something with great potential for local businesses, communities, tourists and cruisers alike, and it should be replicated all across Australia's coastline. Australia's cruise industry isn't exactly what it used to be, and I've made several videos talking about all of that. And why it should matter to you is because ultimately it means cruising closer to home comes with less choice and more cost. Just one of the issues at play has to do with the relatively small number of ports available around Australia. It's not a problem with a single cause, rather, cruise lines, local and state governments, and even local communities have all had a hand in overlooking or even restricting access to ports around the country. But the perhaps aptly named small town of Eden, located on the New South Wales south coast, has become a beacon of hope for regional cruising destinations Australia-wide. Eden's cruise history goes back almost 2 decades when Pacific Princess and her roughly 700 passengers visited in 2005. Fast forward to 2017 when construction began on a brand new Eden cruise wharf. When complete, it allowed cruise ships to dock alongside the wharf in place of anchoring in Twofold Bay, making for a much more seamless passenger experience. In 2019, P&O Australia's Pacific Explorer became the first ship to utilise the brand new wharf facilities, and 2 years later in May 2021, the Eden Visitor Centre was opened, becoming a central information hub for tourists and cruise tourists alike. In March 2022, a proposal to modify the existing wharf was submitted to the New South Wales State Government, which would see larger ships of up to 370 metres in length able to dock alongside the wharf, blitzing the previous limit of 325 metres. After extensive consultation and surveys, the New South Wales State Government provided planning approval, and with the modifications to the wharf now complete, Eden is expecting its biggest cruise ship visitor to date in just a couple of days. The 330-metre-long Royal Princess will arrive on Monday, November 11th, and with a passenger capacity of around 3,600, her arrival could well see the number of people in town double. Not to be outdone, Royal Caribbean announced that the largest cruise ship to call Australia home during our summer cruise season, Ovation of the Seas, will also visit Eden in February. Ovation's original 3-night itinerary included only days at sea, but with Eden now open for big cruise ship business, Royal Caribbean jumped at the chance to include a day in port for its passengers. The 348-metre-long ship has a maximum passenger occupancy rate of 4,905, so we'll see that town get dwarfed come February 22nd, when Ovation becomes the new record holder of the biggest cruise ship to ever visit the town. The cruise line also announced that Anthem of the Seas, sister ship to Ovation, will visit Eden in October and November 2025. In addition to the modified wharf, Eden no longer has a cap on the number of cruise ship visits that can occur in any 1 year, and the previous restrictions preventing cruise ships from remaining in port overnight was also removed. According to statistics provided by Clear Australasia, the cruise industry contributed almost $9 million to Eden's local economy in the 2023-2024 cruise season. That is a mere fraction of the $4.4 billion statewide windfall that the cruise industry brought with it. However, with much more cruise activity on the horizon, Eden is set to become one of New South Wales' cruise hubs, a destination for local and international cruise passengers, and over the coming years I have no doubt that more local businesses will take advantage of this growth, offering unique South Coast tours and experiences. Since 2005, Eden has seen roughly 150 cruise ship visits, and over the next season alone, a further 25 are scheduled. Royal Caribbean's last-minute inclusion of Eden in its itinerary planning proves that if you build it, they will come. The decision also highlights the willingness of some cruise lines to think on their feet and incorporate regional ports into their itinerary mix. While state governments across Australia, in particular South Australia, Western Australia, and of course New South Wales, are hoping to lure cruise lines into their ports, this is proof that it won't just happen all on its own. Eden is an example of what happens after almost 20 years of engagement with the local community and the industry. The lead time on this sort of development is measured in years, many years. So my advice to governments and tourism boards around the country is to get cracking. Cruise lines want more options, cruise passengers want more options, and with so many regional towns doing it tough and looking to increase their tourism business, it just seems like a no-brainer. Get your act together and make it happen. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Port of Eden? If you were booked on the Ovation cruise in February, let me know your thoughts if you now will be visiting Eden. I think it's a great addition. I know that some of you will have some comments to share that perhaps there's not much to do there, but the reality is that these things do take time to grow and develop. For one, I'm excited to see what else can happen around Australia's coastline. We have so many towns that would embrace the cruise industry, and as I said, it requires time and planning, but it can happen. One of the criticisms I always hear is that there's just the same and the same and the same when it comes to cruise itineraries. But in order to change that, we need regional towns and ports to actually engage with the industry and the industry to engage with ports and make it happen. But we should also remember that Carnival Cruise Line locally has excluded Eden from its upcoming cruise season entirely, so I can't quite make sense of that one, especially since the line really does dabble in short cruise experiences. Well, anyway, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're looking to book a cruise, do that on my website, please, thecruiseandtravelguy.com.au. It's a way that you can support me and my work and my channel without any additional cost to you, but you will get the excellent service of my travel agent partner, Cynthia. And if you haven't done so already, you can give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram at The Cruise and Travel Guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'm Adrian, the Cruise and Travel Guy. Eden. The New South Wales south coast town of Eden is an example of what can happen when planning and what? The New South Wales south coast town of Eden is a great example of what can happen when planning and what?